Your live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Here with your free picks. Of course, small schedule, but a cool one because we've got at least one NFL game tonight. Well, not at least one NFL. We have one NFL game tonight. They're not going to schedule another one in the meantime. Not that it hasn't happened, but yeah, it's all about to kick off. Most people know. NFL, it's like I'm not excited about it until I'm excited about it. But I'm not. I don't kind of. It's not. I don't get there like other people. I'm more even keeled because I like all the other sports. Personally, I'll take a 120 game college basketball card on a Saturday. I just love the action. So, Chris, on the NFL games, don't you think like if they day 3 of the NCAA tournament, round 2, day 3, how they stagger the games. The first one starts at like noon, and then it goes 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
And then
What do you think
5.
if they did that with NFL games?
That would be perfect.
How cool? What do you think of that? It would kill our halftime show. I mean, we'd just have to be on all day. We'd have to be on all freaking day, which, I mean, we could do. But the thing is like, because it is such a big thing and it is such a big deal. And so I noticed on the commercial for Fox, they have some kind of show coming up. And they said, we'll see you on Sunday after the game. They don't even say what game it is, It's like, yeah. So that's what gave me that idea. Where it's like, what if they staggered them, and kind of so, because it's 16 games. It's a small amount, comparatively speaking. And on Sunday, the max you're going to get during that time is what, 13 games, right? Because you have Sunday night, Monday night, and Thursday night. So you have 13 games. Even if you started like 2 of them at noon, then, noon, 12:31, like started at 2, and then went to, hour increments later on in the day, or started on Saturday. Who the hell cares? Or, start on Monday at 7 o'clock and then start the next one at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Tell that Goodell to give me a call. Straighten his ass out. Show him how it's done. Jay, I know, is a big NFL fan. We did our NFL show with Al McMorty yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Big Al always a different perspective on it. Really, usually goes against a lot of my picks and wins a lot of money. It's basically the way that one works. How's it going, Jay? You ready for the game?
Yep, it's going good, man. I dropped my first jam session of the year, NFL. So you guys can go catch that on archive. I went through every single game this week. I am a huge NFL fan. It's my favorite sport. Many think it's the NBA. It's football and the NFL, man. I am super excited to have it back, and we're starting off with a bang tonight, Lions Chiefs. So I think we're in for a good game and a good season.
I think it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. It always is. I've seen these opening games be blowouts. I've seen them be not blowouts. I think what we also have is great college football schedule. So right after this show at about 12 o'clock Eastern time-ish, Chris, Ron, and myself will do the college football show. One thing I noticed about our NFL and college football live shows is that we just got a bigger audience this year, and I think that means that we're doing something right. So if you guys have suggestions for those shows, though, I'm always open to it. I can't do everything that everybody always wants, but sometimes people come up with some great ideas. You want to hear a great idea I got from the audience, Chris? Want to hear one of the best ideas I ever got? I don't know if this is the story or not. Jay probably doesn't know it.
Okay.
So the Pick Dogs logo, right? He used to just have a fist going like this. And someone told me, hey, you should put money in there in his hand. It was in the comments. YouTube comments. I was like, that's a good idea, man. And we did. The next day I had it put as soon as I got off the show, I talked to a designer. I told him to do it. He had it done within 5 minutes, and the logo hasn't changed since.
Nice. I had no idea that was the origin of it.
Yeah, that happened from a comment from a viewer. And some of them here, it's probably someone in the comments today, that told me that. Pretty cool though, right? It's like that's the type of stuff. If you listen to your audience, that's the type of gems that you get, man. It's those know-it-alls on out there that know everything and my way. It's like, oh, what do they know? Yeah. I don't think the Pick Dogs logo would be quite the same without the money.
Yeah, now that you mention it like that, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's sort of just become a
like it's just you don't even know, until I just told you that. You could see that it was just a clenched fist now, like you see it, right? You can see it through but it almost looks like it wasn't, right? Like it was made for that. It's crazy, right? Just how perfect it is. So if you guys have any suggestions for our NFL, college football, and of course the morning show, and if you want us to, give out more picks or talk less, that's probably not going to happen. But get to the quick picks quicker.
That's not what we do. That's not how we operate.
Mitch talks too much. We had some pretty good heated debate on the NFL show, though. I wasn't ready for it. Jay ambushed me. It's all right. Got it all in the camera on me. Does that. Anyways, let's get into the action. I guess if we finish this show quickly enough, we'll get right into college football. Be quick. I'm in Vegas, as you guys can see. I'm on the road, so there's a craps table with my name on it. I did not do my 7 free picks in just 5 minutes today. I didn't have 7 picks. My data that I used from the betting tools, I don't know if the parlay tool is broken or if it just wasn't working at the time. I'll check it now because I could always put up a late one. Yeah, now it's working. So I might still put up a 7 free picks. It takes me about 5 minutes.
You know what else we got today?
Hookers blow in Vegas?
Maybe you.
Well, my wife's here with me, so it would be a little awkward.
We got our first halftime show of the year, man.
Oh, that's right. And I will be here for it too. I'm excited. That's one thing. It's like, like if other people get to go to Vegas or whatever, it's like, they're out and around and doing stuff. It's me. I got to come back for halftime. Sunday, it's like I got to run from the sports book back to here. But with the NFL games now being on YouTube TV, a little bit different this year, right? I expect to see people like at sports books and walking around and stuff like how I have been doing it for years with my iPad and with my phone watching games. Now, DirecTV has had an app, and I've been using that for years on my iPad. I go play golf. I have my iPad. I'm watching the game. I don't have the sound on or anything, but I'm always have the game on if there's a game on. People see me like, my wife's shopping for something. I go to the mall with her. I'm watching the game. It's like, the husband section, of the women's, the women.
You go to the chairs.
Yeah, the chairs. We all know the chairs. And I put my iPad down on the table in the game, and everybody's huddled around. All of a sudden I got friends. So make some friends with your YouTube and your iPads. You could have multiple games like I have in my living room. At the department store, wherever you're at. But let's go to Kansas City. We go to Arrowhead Stadium, where the Chiefs are taking on the Lions. Travis Kelce is questionable for this game. I'll answer the question for you. You want to know the answer to the question? He's playing. Mm-hmm. Right, there it is. There's the questionable. The question has been answered. He's playing. Chris, game 1 of week 1, as Mike Saphir called it on Jay's NFL show. Jay doing the NFL show today as well, right?
Yes, I have a slew of guests today too.
Slew of guests. Basically an NFL drive-through, if you will.
Yeah, that's what today's going to be.
So we'll have to see how that goes. But, I think the afternoon show is one of those things that it's like Jay's gonna have to just find the format, and just say, it seems, yeah, because I saw the list and of when he sent it out. Obviously, I kind of I'm not a micromanager, but as the owner of the company, these guys can tell you the same thing. But I like to keep my eye on everything just to make sure. I'm not going to call about every little thing and say whatever. I'll throw suggestions out here and there, but I'm not like every little move is monitored. But I am keeping an eye. I always keep an eye on the new stuff, and I know that Jay's show is new, so I just want to see it. And I saw everybody say they want to be on Thursday. Nobody said they want to be on Tuesday. So we'll have to figure that out. I think it might be, you're going to be on once every third Thursday then or something, See, here's the difference between going to Vegas by myself and with my wife. If it's just me, I've got my coffee that I brewed in the hotel room. If it's my wife, I got my OJ already. I'm all good. I'm all set. It's a nice twist. She got me a little egg sandwich over at Egghead. Little egg and cheese sandwich going on the brioche bun. It's a different world out there. Anyways, Chris, you're up first in this one. I know Jay's chomping at the bit to get started on this thing. Got the Chiefs and the Lions, and really a lot of question marks for a game one,
Yeah, definitely a ton of question marks here, but I still like the over a lot here. Even if Kelsey plays, I still think obviously he's going to be banged up. But that still doesn't take away from the fact he's still got Patrick Mahomes, still got some decent receivers against what was last year, really, which is what all we have to go on right now, even though we have some preseason. It was, a subpar defense from the Detroit Lions last year. So I think, the Chiefs are going to be able to score some points, but I also think the Lions are going to be able to score. This was a really good Lions offense last year. Jared Goff, we bragged on him in the past, but he had a great year last year as well. He's got a nice young receiving core, and led by Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs, and David Montgomery are going to have some success too. So I like this game to finish closer to 57. I'm gonna go with the over 53 here.
Jake.
I'm with Chris. I think this is going to be a higher scoring first game of the year. The Lions, man, really cut it on in the season last year. Damn near made the postseason. We saw their offense really get to clicking, and I think I love the addition of Jahmyr Gibbs. I think they were really excited to have him. I expect him to run the ball effectively. I think Amon-Ra is set for a really nice season. I think they can move the ball on the Chiefs, especially if Chris Jones doesn't play their defensive stopper for the Chiefs. But I do think even if Kelsey doesn't play, the Chiefs can score as well. Best play caller, best quarterback in the league. I think it's going to be a higher scoring, entertaining game. And with that, I would rather have the points in my back pocket, getting over 4, getting that hook. I think that in my mind, I got the Chiefs winning this football game 31-28.
Well, I'm going to stay with exactly what I said on the live show on the live show last night, and that is on the football show, and that is, I understand the Chiefs have Gibbs. The Lions have Gibbs. I love the pick. I don't know how much of an upgrade he is over Swift. Apparently, they believe he's a big enough one to send Swift packing. I think that St. Brown is great and all that other stuff, but I think even if the Lions are able to move the football, which they do, and they will, who do you trust to close the deal when you're inside the red zone in a big game? And I tell you, man, I said it last year, I said it the year before, and I'll say it again, and I'll remind Jay of the old phrase. The old Patrick Price. The Lions going to pay the Patrick Price in this one, man. It doesn't matter. And I think you're right. The line, I think, is kind of – I don't have a premium pick on the spread. That's why I'm giving out as a free pick. But I think the Lions pay the Patrick Price in this one. Home opener at Arrowhead. And, he's the type of guy who could come out slow and not complete a pass for the first 3 quarters and they still win by 16. It's like, that's just how good he is. I mean, those sidearm passes, the underarm, the everything. It's like Aaron Rodgers is like a magician out there, right? And Mahomes makes him look ordinary because he does all those same things like an Aaron Rodgers does, but he does it. It's like he'll throw that weird pass and has like zip on it, right? It's like tight spiral with zip. It's like the other guy's just kind of like a lob that floats out or something. They kind of just facilitate. Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback, right? We take nothing away from him. He's got a ring. He's got all those things. MVPs, 1 ring. But Patrick Mahomes, I'd way rather at home at Arrowhead Stadium, I'd way rather have Patrick Mahomes and my money on him than trusting Jared Goff to get me to the promised land on the road on Thursday night at KC against this guy. I think the Chiefs, if the Chiefs lose a home game this year, it ain't gonna be this one.
I don't need them to lose. I need them to cover.
No. I'll lay the points. I got nowhere else to go. Well, there is baseball today. It kind of takes a backseat to the one football game. It's weird. There's only one college football game tomorrow, and then Saturday, just a loaded slate, man. I love Saturday's card. I got to say that I don't know if there'll be another card all season long that I like as much as Saturday. Like looking up and down it. I'm psyched to be here in Vegas for it. It's like, I love it, man. I did those videos. I just can't believe some of these games and some of the point spreads on them. Maybe I'm the sucker, I don't know. Anyways. Rays against the Mariners. Got Verlander and Scherzer going in this one, Jay. I don't know. Braves up, bases loaded. How about a lob right over the middle of the plate? How does that sound like? That was, you took the Astros on the show yesterday, so at least you're a realist on that one. But I don't even understand the game plan there. Yeah, it's not like that guy wasn't the MVP. What, 2 years ago, or was it last year? It was one of those 2 years. I mean, it's
that time of year, and I think that the bad guys are doing bad guy things, man. The Astros are turning into the Astros that baseball has run through the last few seasons. So I'm really not all that surprised. I kind of hinted at it during the All-Star break. This is a really good team, man, and that's why they are who they are and have the hardware that they have.
Well, who do you like in this one? Rays and the Mariners. Luis Castillo.
I don't know where I'm at. Fading the Rays, per usual.
Yeah, but this is a tough one for you because you fade the Rays, but you also fade any AL West teams in the standings ahead of the Rangers.
That is true, but I mean, I take the Mariners. If you can look, I take the Mariners a ton. I've been on the Mariners during this whole stretch where they came back and got the Rangers. I love this rotation for the Mariners. I think it's one of the best in baseball. And their offense was really clicking there for a good amount of time. It's kind of cooled off a bit, but I think we could see them get to Littell early and often in this one. I think Castillo, arguably a top 3 pitcher in the American League. If not, I don't even think it's arguable. I think he is a top 3 pitcher in the American League. I think he's going to look pretty good tonight, the ace for the Mariners. I don't see the Rays really teeing off on him. I see the Mariners getting to Littell, probably getting to this Rays bullpen. I think we see the Mariners favored over a Rays team that goes crazy in the trot for good reason. I'm taking the Mariners here straight up on the money line.
I'm all over the Rays. They're really extending it in that wild card race, really playing some good baseball. Littell's been terrible, but I'll tell you what, the Mariners got roughed up by the Reds, and if you can get roughed up by the Reds, you sure as heck can get roughed up by the Rays. I expect the Rays to do some real damage.
I don't know. Remember, you read the fact that the Reds just kicked the crap out of ALS teams. So
they do.
Maybe it's just
they do. They do. They do. I'm just talking up the Rays because I know you hate them. It's like
I gotta talk him down.
it's like Chris, Jay's like a Bitler with actual information. It's like Bitler, once he's done reading off his sheet, he's out of material, so he's got nothing to come back on you with. It's like he's got no information at all. That's what starts with, you're square. Wendy's. That's all he's got. Jay's got actual information. It's like,
well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Scrappy. They're scrappy. I like the Rays in this one. I just think they're playing great baseball, and it's like Littell is the liability, but Castillo hasn't been money. His numbers are kind of going the opposite direction. I'm gonna take the Rays. I think they get to Castillo. Chris?
Yeah, I don't love today's baseball card at all. But it starts here, but I'll lean towards the Mariners here.
I thought you were going to Ruffolo there for a second. That's exactly.
No, I've learned. No. I know, but I've learned my lesson around you. I've learned that it's unacceptable. So, yeah, I'm just gonna lean towards the Mariners here. I just think Littell is the liability in East, and I think that's just the difference here. Both teams have solid bullpens. Both have been solid at the plate. I just think Castillo's probably the difference here. And, yeah, I'm going to lean towards the Mariners.
Jay, has there ever been a better Roniak meltdown than with the Dodgers and the Braves losing like that?
That was the money Marlins really turned up, but the Braves to get beat like that by the Cardinals was a real head scratcher. I need to go read the comments of the Ronnie X and see just how bad.
No, trust me, no, you don't. You just need to know it was a complete meltdown.
Oh my God.
It's funny because they're going to melt down regardless if Ron took them or not. That's what's funny.
Yeah. Right. Here's my favorite YouTube comment of all time. It happened. I'm gonna publish it.
Oh boy.
Thanks as always, Mitch. Just watched a Doc Sports video for the first time. Good Lord, those guys suck. They described a wide receiver as, quote, he's a load. Then the open mouth emoji. Good luck today. I like that one. We'll publish it. Man, the Roniak, all out meltdown. Who'd you take, Chris? The Rays?
Mariners.
Took the Rays? All right.
Yeah.
I'll put you down for Rays.
Double.
Mariners and the Blue Jays, forever linked.
Yeah, it's true.
Marlins and the Dodgers, it's been a really bad run here for the boys in blue. It has how many in a row have they lost now? 7? 6 in a row? 7 in a row? Something like that.
Yeah.
Because they got swept by the Braves. Then they got Lizardo'd.
They didn't sweep. They won the last one.
Oh. All right. Well, let's just say it's been a tough run.
They're struggling though. They're definitely in a struggle spot right now.
I'm taking the Marlins in this one. Braxton Garrett against Pepiot. Pepiot. It's sounds French. My favorite French word is fry. And Ruffolo are going to Belgium. We're only here for the waffles. Where are they? Sir, there's a lot to see here. Shut up and give me a waffle.
Yeah, the first thing I want to see is a waffle on my plate.
I'll tell you, the French grilled cheese is the thing. I don't know. All the Roniacs think that the NFL is easy money. Meanwhile, the guys in our betting syndicate, they claim that Vegas might say this. Wow, here it is. Here's one for you for yesterday's show. Mitch, STFU, and talk bets, MF. All right, I'm publishing that one.
That's beauty.
Yeah, that is. I love
that. That's a Hall of Famer.
Robert Young, 202. That was for yesterday's show. Wow. I guess I'm the only one on the show. I'm going to take the Marlins. I'm taking Braxton Garrett. He hasn't been all that great, He really hasn't, but I don't like the way the Dodgers are playing. I don't like it. And heading into Washington, they're probably looking ahead to that series against the Nationals. Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to lean towards the Dodgers here.
Because you're square?
Yeah, roundest square you'll ever see in your life, but that's okay. Only because, like you said, Braxton Garrett hasn't been great at home. And the Dodgers, while a bullpen game would have been a liability, a month ago, it's actually been one of the best bullpens in baseball the last couple of weeks. I just think they can do enough here to salvage something against the Marlins. I just think that the Dodgers can't lose every game. They also can't win every game, but yeah, give me the Dodgers here. Your coin flip price.
It's funny because just the other day I was saying, man, I haven't heard nearly as many bashers as they normally have. It's like, yeah, never mind. Never mind.
They come out of the woodwork at once.
For football season?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm taking the money Marlins here with the plus money again. I mean, like I said, if they're the Dodgers are going to continue to be in this slump, we got to continue to be able to attack it while we can. And really, the same thing goes for the Braves. When you see these really good teams struggle that always have high lines, man, it's never a bad place to try to fade them and get plus money. And I think the Marlins are playing pretty well right now. And I think Garrett will be solid here. I'm not sold on Pepe, or however you say his name, Mr. French Fry. I'm taking
we'll call him Waffle. Waffle Fry.
There's two things you need to know.
You ever see Morimoto on YouTube? My dad, the Iron Chef. You ever see it's Morimoto and his kid?
No.
It's like outside of Pick Dogs, it's one of my very favorite YouTube channels.
I totally thought you were saying that Morimoto was your dad. I'm like,
no. It's a YouTube channel. It's Morimoto's son, and it's like my dad, the Iron Chef, and he'll bring something home and say cook this, or he'll take them to all these different restaurants, fast food restaurants and stuff, and have them rate them, or he'll bring home a Domino's pizza and say make something out of this.
They can make it gourmet, yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
The ones where he goes to the fast food restaurants and rates them all. I think he's in Canada and he rates them all. He loves Chick-fil-A. He's because the French fries are real potatoes.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's what he said. But he knows all the spices and stuff that these guys use.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Never mind. Yankees against the Tigers. This one's you, Chris.
This one's me. All right.
Who do you like in the game tonight? What's your premium pick?
It's one of the two teams that are playing.
So you got a side?
Yes, I do.
Which side is it?
One of the two teams that are playing.
Blue team or the red team?
It's a team that's going to have color on their uniforms.
All right.
So it's the Chiefs because the Lions probably going to wear white at home.
No, they'll have color on their uniforms as well.
It's at Kansas City, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is in Kansas City. Yeah. But they usually wear red at home, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
They do.
I know what you two are trying to do. It's not going to work.
It's fine if you don't want to give us a free premium pick for opening NFL night. Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm glad we've come to that understanding. Anyways,
My feelings aren't hurt. It's okay after everything I've done for you.
oh, don't you give me those crocodile tears! I swear to you.
After everything Jay and I have done for you and your career.
After everything we've been through. Oh.
Where's Rod?
Oh, man. All right. Well, can we...
for the day. Get him and Ann Shore in here. Put you in the middle. Get Bitler.
I do not take threats very well. Okay, I get the fence.
Brian Bitler. Well, Chris.
Do you realize like all the stuff I could just hear in my head right now? Like,
just give us the premium, Ben. No pressure.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go with the over 8.5, and yeah, exactly. No pressure. I'm gonna go with the over 8.5 Yankees Tigers. Eduardo Rodriguez got the ace of the Tigers rotation, but if there's one thing the Yankees were at least doing well when they were struggling, it was hitting left-handed pitching. And as much as I hate to admit it, the Yankees, this might be some of the best baseball they're playing right now of the season. They can get some runs off Rodriguez here on the Tigers, but let's face it, Carlos Rodon's been no prize pig either for the Yankees. I do think the Tigers can get to him here. They've hit lefties a lot better than righties as well this season, so I think the over 8.5. I like the over a lot here.
Pussy. Jay?
Yankees money line. They're playing well. I mean, damn. They beat up on the Stros, have now came home and beat up on the Tigers like they always do. They probably want to sweep them too. They're back above 500. And do I think it means anything in the grand scheme of things? No. But I'm not trying to catch a falling knife with the Tigers. Not in Yankee Stadium, with the Yankees actually playing some of their best baseball of the season. Give me the Yankees here. I'm not even going to overcomplicate this one.
What's the worst thing that can happen to a bad team late in the season? Hope. The Yankees are starting to get hope that all of a sudden they're a reasonable excuse for a baseball team. But I personally don't see it. And I know they own the Tigers and own them something fierce. That's just the way it is. But Carlos Rodon sucks, and so do the Yankees. And Rodriguez, I think, is going to get some votes for the Cy Young. You know, Jay talks about how Garrett Cole is the best pitcher in baseball. If you're going to give it to a guy on a losing team, let's take a look at Eddie Rodriguez over here. And you want to talk about a Cy Young contender. This guy plays on the Detroit frickin' Tigers. And look what he's done. I would way rather have him than Cole, especially at that money. 3.11 ERA, 10-7. He's on the Detroit frickin' Tigers, man. Tigers. Tigres.
Those Tigres.
Do you think they're named after Tiger Woods? Taking Cy Young Award winner Eduardo Rodriguez and the Detroit Tigers. Now, here's been an interesting series. We got the Braves taking on the Cardinals. And, the Braves been getting their ass kicked here. And here comes Adam Wainwright trotting onto the field with his 8.10 ERA. Do you think if Wainwright knew he was going to have an 8.10 ERA, he would have come back for his final season? Or he would have just left with Yachty like a normal person?
Probably left with the Yachty like a normal person.
We swept the Stros. Colorado swept the Stros? Because we is Colorado. We all know that. Coach Prime back in his got his baseball socks. Coach Prime is on the baseball field again. He's got the socks and everything.
I'm going to be on the college football show talking about we.
We swept the Astros.
You know what? That was a game that I put down to be done, but now I'm going to take it off just knowing that Jay's going to do that. Not giving him the satisfaction.
Just for the buffs.
I'm telling you, I'm in my premium picks this week. There'll be at least 4 money line dogs, and not like little money line dogs, like reasonably priced plus 160 plus money line dogs in my premium picks this week in college football. I think there is so much value on the board this week. Oh man. It's just a beauty. I see one that I think is a sleeper of sleepers. I can only hope the world isn't on this one. I wonder what the money action is on it. Let me see. On one of them, the one that I actually like the second best.
What is it?
I'm not telling you. Well, actually, the one. So one is a monster of monsters, right? This is just I'm in Vegas. I'm gonna find a place that'll take the bet, and I'm gonna bet that one. I don't know if a lot of people will be able to get down on that one because of the size of the line. That one is plus. So it's plus 1,700 at Bet365. It's plus 2,000 here at BetMGM where I'm at. So I'm going to bet it here at plus 2,000. The other one I really like is let me see. I'm excited for the college football show. One is plus 180. Here's one. Here, the other. So the one that I'm talking about that I really like. This one is anywhere between plus 190 and plus 205. Everywhere. So I'm gonna have a lot of out money line dogs on my premium picks this week. So.
Man, I rock with you guys, man. I'm finna give y'all one that I'm loving.
Chris's premium pick in tonight's game. I love Chris's premium pick in tonight's Chiefs-Lions game.
I think Texas State has a legitimate shot to beat UTSA outright, guys. I'm so serious. I'm so serious. I watched all of both games last week, both teams. Texas State is another team that is severely underrated. This is a team that rebuilt through the transfer portal, and this is a team that is really good this year. Them beating the Baylor the way they beat them was not a fluke. UTSA is overrated. Their quarterback is not that good, and they should have beat Houston this past weekend, and they couldn't do it. I think Texas State has a legitimate shot to beat UTSA this week. That's one for y'all.
They may have a legitimate shot, but to
say I'm 2 for 2 on my big dogs.
Yeah, I know, but to say that Frank Harris isn't a good quarterback is a little bit.
Well, here's one that I'll give one of mine out, and because I don't think I can put this in as a premium. Maybe I will put it as a premium anyway, and put it with the points as a premium. I like Stanford plus 2,200 against USC. I think they beat them outright.
I need to go on Bet365 and correlate the odds and see who matched.
No, I'm taking Stanford against USC. Like that's one of them. That's the.
No, I know, but I'm just saying. When you said plus 1,700 on Bet365, I was like, well, I have Bet365, so who's plus 1,700?
Well, Stanford.
But I like it.
I think they got a legitimate shot to beat them. Legit shot to beat them. Back-to-back road games.
I love that one, Mitch.
What?
I say me personally.
Well, I know my bets make people uncomfortable. I mean, it's been that way for 15 years. Haven't you ever read the YouTube comments? I mean, My bets make people uncomfortable. I hit them, and then they get mad at me. That's the way this generally
Plus the point. Plus the points, I could see it. But money
29. Well, you might as well go money line.
Fair enough.
You can
I
go
got
70. You can
three
go
dots.
70-30. As the latest saying is, the sauce says this, Jay says this. I won't be mad. I'm not mad.
I do say that. That's funny.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you.
For real. I'm not mad at you. If you
I'm not
stick
mad
on
at
the
you,
money
man. Go 70 money, 70 with the 70 with the spread, 30% money line. 80-20, you know. You gotta have something on the money line. If you're betting the spread, you gotta have something on the money line. Because what's gonna happen is they're gonna run it, they're gonna start punching it up the gut on them, and they're gonna have a chance. Is what's gonna happen. They're gonna run it right up the middle on them. Anyways, we'll talk more about that on College Football Show immediately following this show, or at 12 o'clock, if we whichever one comes first. Braves and the Cardinals. Whose turn is it? I don't even know. I forgot what.
I think it's me. Is it me?
Yep.
I'm taking the Cardinals money line. Why not? I mean, why not?
See, he'll take the Cardinals
This
money
is
line, but Stanford, not so much.
That's where he draws the line.
Because Stanford. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. But I don't know. It's different. Wainwright is terrible. I think we all can agree on that.
So is the USC defense. They took the same coordinator they had from Oklahoma and brought him with. It's like, why would you do that?
Yep. But, I mean, how can we pass up 3 times our money on the Cardinals that have kicked the crap out of the Braves in back-to-back days?
How could you pass up 20 times your money on Stanford? 20-1. It's like they have a legitimate chance.
I mean,
it's a rivalry game. It's
I wasn't all that impressed what they did against Hawaii. Yeah,
you had Hawaii. You got your ass kicked.
I did. That was my one. That's my one play of the day loss. Is that Hawaii against Stanford? That's my one. So
he's a doubter.
It is what it is.
We coming, Stanford.
I am a Stanford doubter.
They're coming, man. Here we come to the ACC, Stanford. The ACC now the academically best conference as well. You got Stanford, Cal, and Duke. None of those schools would let me even apply to them. I mean, not even like it's like I go to mail the application, I get electroshocked. It's like it's like you go to Google the website to put in an application. This site is down for you. So Jay, you're going with Adam Wainwright and the Cardinals?
I'm going with Wainwright and the Cardinals. I know it sounds crazy, man, but we're getting 3-1. And the Cardinals offense has showed up here in their last 4 games. We've seen them put up 6 runs, 10 runs, 11 runs. Freed has been absolutely dealing, but I could see the Cardinals getting to him for a few runs here. And the bullpen probably going to come in and get lit up like it has been in this series. If Wainwright can just have a decent game, I think that they have a legitimate shot to possibly win this game straight up. The Braves in a little slump right now. They've lost 3 straight, and y'all know I love fading the Braves when we can because there's just a ton of value on the other side. So, I'm in the Cardinals money line. I know it sounds pretty crazy.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals too. Why not?
Hey, that's on my radar too. It's on my radar too. I don't rock with them, but I rock with them. You join the dark side with Wainwright with me, Mitch?
I'm going with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I got
Going
my
for the
teeth
whole
kicked
cake,
in
or
the
you
first 2 games. I got my teeth kicked in the first 2 games of this series. Why not make it 3? I'm going to take the Braves minus 2.5.
Yep,
I've been burned by Adam
You
Wainwright.
got your Braves Dodgers parlay going. You got it all. Woohoo!
That's fine.
ready?
That's fine. I'm good. I'm good. You can take that square and shove it somewhere because I'm so done with Adam Wainwright. I have made so much this season by just fading Adam Wainwright. He is terrible. In 290s, all well and good. Plus 290s, all well and good. But I just have a
Could I
hard time seeing the
parlay
Braves start
Patrick
stuff
Mahomes
here,
anytime
especially
touchdown
with
pass
Wainwright on the other side.
with that, Chris?
Sure, you can go ahead with whatever you like.
Dodgers Braves Patrick Mahomes anytime touchdown pass. $10 pays $3.68. Got the Cubs and the Diamondbacks. The Cubs keep winning. I keep betting against them. I took the Giants in all those games in that series. So why not continue down this road? The Diamondbacks need this one. They're starting to fall back in the loss column where it hurts. So you can't spell ass without Assad. You can't spell Assad without ass. Is that what it is? Assad.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll just call him Assad.
You call him ass hat?
Assad. Hey, Lord ass. I'm taking the Diamondbacks. Ryan Nelson been terrible. Diamondbacks really choppy, but they own the Cubs, man. They own them. Taking the D-backs.
Yeah, give me the Cubs here. Assad's been good in the starting role, and the Cubs are playing some solid baseball. I just have a hard time with. I saw Nelson or Ciccone, whoever it is. I just think that the Cubs had it done at Wrigley. So, like I said, I really can't stand today's baseball card, but I'm leaning towards the Cubs here.
I can tell you one thing: you've taken every favorite or the over in every game, which makes you El Dorado.
I'm taking
the Cubs and doesn't care.
I'm taking the Cubs in this one too. I'm gonna lay the run line. Nelson has been terrible.
Los Serpientes.
Nelson has been terrible his last 2. Assad, he's actually been fairly solid. I think we see him look fairly good again today. I'm not looking at the Diamondbacks today. Now tomorrow with Gallen on the mound on Friday in the Los Serpientes jerseys against Talion.
Well, they don't wear them on the road, do they?
Serpientes.
I don't think they wear them.
No, they are on the road. Now they do they? They might. But yeah, I'm taking the Diamondbacks tomorrow. But today I got to take the Cubs in Assad. Here we go.
Someone sent me a comment in the premium pick support. Why did I get blocked from the YouTube comments? Blaine, if you got blocked from YouTube comments, man, you deserved it. That's all I can say.
You did something, you have no one to blame but yourself.
Seriously, man. Means you're an asshole. It's like, and it's always like they say it in some name, and I don't know who the hell they are. How would I know? No idea.
Do you know who I am?
How would I know? What did you say? Well, let's just start with the comment. What was it? Was it something? It was something. What could it have been? No idea. Angels against the Guardians. This is just a shitty game. They should just cancel this one. The Greenfields Guardians game has been canceled due to lack of interest. I'm going to take the Guardians because I love fading the Angels and I don't have that many more opportunities to do so. Quantrill
Yeah.
sucks. Who's pitching for the Angels?
It was Canning, but I don't see him anymore.
No Canning
who
in
it is.
center.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Guardians in that same breath, but I also like the under. I just think this is a low scoring game, 2 inconsistent offenses. And for me, the Angels, like I've said time and time again, I just think they've given up on the season. So give me the Guardians and the under.
Guardians for me as well. The Angels are free falling, and they're just a straight up fade right now. I don't even understand why we got so good. I'm mad that I didn't attack the O's just way more than that last series. That value we got on Baltimore was ridiculous. That whole series, the Angels are still being priced like they're a decent team, and they're not. They're arguably have been the worst team in baseball since the All-Star break trade deadline. Like, that's how bad this Angels team has been. I think they're an automatic fade. And I think the Guardians with Quantrill. This should be a bounce back outing for Quantrill. Give me the Guardians in this one.
All right, we go to the parlay time. Chris, got a lot of favorites and overs there to choose from.
Yeah, well, sometimes it works out like that, but let's see. Today I'll go with the over in the football game. I'll go with the Chicago Cubs, and I'll take the over in the Detroit Yankees game.
No Braves?
No Braves.
Jake?
Cardinals money line, Mariners money line, 2-teamer, and then Mitch, do yours, and then I want to give out a player prop parlay for the NFL game.
Rays, Marlins, Travis Kelce, anytime touchdown.
You really think he plays? Huh?
I say anytime touchdown.
All right, fair enough. I think that I'm gonna take Jamar Gibbs over 7.5 rushing attempts. This is on underdog, by the way. Over 7.5 rushing attempts. I think that's fairly simple. I'm gonna take Jared Goff to throw 1 INT. And I'm also gonna take Amon-Ra St. Brown. No, take the not Amon-Ra. Let's go somebody with the Chiefs. Let's go with Harrison Butker over 1.5 field goals made. 3-teamer, underdog fantasy.
I'll throw out Jahmyr Gibbs' first touchdown.
I'll go Travis Kelce first touchdown.
Let's do it.
Jared Goff, more interceptions than touchdowns.
I think he goes at least one.
Make it a winning day, everyone. We'll see you guys in about 15 minutes or so for the college football show. Chris Ruffolo, myself, and Romanelli. Jay could be in the background. We all picked Nebraska. Going crazy. To mute his ass. All right. Thanks, everyone. I'm going to try and act more professional tomorrow. If you're out in Vegas for NFL opening weekend, give me a shout out. I'll come meet you. We'll go have some, we'll go eat one of these egg sandwiches.